is a fantastic, somewhat undiscovered valley in the northwestern United States, perfect for a getaway vacation and a great place to call home. This last best valley of Montana, the Bitterroot Valley, is west and north of Yellowstone National Park, east of the Pacific Ocean a day's drive, and a beautiful 3-hour drive south of Glacier National Park. Let's take it from the top and tour Montana's Bitterroot Valley. At the south end, Trapper Peak is the highest in the Bitterroot Mountains, towering over the valley at 10,157 feet. Lost Trail Pass divides Idaho and Montana and is home to Lost Trail Powder Mountain Ski Area, the friendliest ski area in Montana and known for its excellent powder all season long. As you head down into the Bitterroot Valley along US Highway 93, get your camera out for great shots of Trapper Peak and the Bitterroot Range. Not to mention, you are in some of the best habitat in the country for wildlife watching, photography, and hunting. Don't go too fast. You may need to navigate around a herd of bighorn sheep as you pass through Ross's Hole, now Sula, Montana, and down to the confluence of the east and west forks forming the Bitterroot River at Connor. Find a fishing hole along the way. Check the map for Forest Service campgrounds, trails, and the names of the peaks. Or head up the West Fork for boating, fishing, and camping at Painted Rocks Lake. You will be enveloped by history as you follow the footsteps of great explorers like Lewis and Clark, Chief Joseph, the Salish people, and not to mention Than Wilkerson and Henry Tuttle. Yes, early forest rangers Than Wilkerson and Henry Tuttle constructed a one-room lodgepole cabin with a sod roof in June 1899. The resulting Alta cabin, the very first ranger station in the United States, still stands today on the West Fork Ranger District. Just another 10-minute drive downriver and you roll into Darby, Montana, complete with its own historic pioneer and Forest Service museums. Darby Logger Days, celebrating the community's economic history, is the third weekend in July each year, and you can always get homemade candy as you stroll and shop the boardwalk. Spend the night and take a day to hike up to mile-long High Mountain 10 Cup Lake, or boat and camp at Lake Como. The next stop as you follow the river north is Hamilton, the largest community in the valley and the Ravalli County seat. Check the dates for Apple Fest, Daily Days, and the famous Bitterroot Brewfest. Hamilton is the valley's center of activity, just as Copper King Marcus Daly planned it in the late 1800s. The Bitterroot Valley Chamber of Commerce is just east of the light at Main Street. Here you will find all of the details of your exciting Bitterroot adventure. Tour the Marcus Daly Mansion, summer home of Hamilton's founder. The Ravalli County Historical Museum is just 2 blocks off Main Street. There are 3 golf courses in the valley, 2 in Hamilton, 1 in Stevensville. The kids will enjoy the many parks, easy to find fishing and river access. Put in your canoe, raft, or kayak and head out for a soon-to-be favorite fishing hole. Hiking Blodgett Canyon is a must-do. The drive is short to any trailhead, and there is hiking and mountain climbing for all levels of expertise, with more than 24 scenic canyons deeply carved into the eastern slopes of the Bitterroot Range, home of the country's 3rd largest wilderness area. At the end of the day, it is easy to relax and be entertained by the talents of the arts community at the Performing Arts Center, the Roxy, the Hamilton and Stevensville Playhouses, or an artist at a local pub. The Valley's 2 microbrews, one in Hamilton, one in Stevensville, often host top-quality musicians. As you venture north on Highway 93 or on the East Side Highway, the quaint community of Corvallis takes just a few minutes to explore. The residents of Corvallis are an excellent example of good citizenship and cooperation, as they have recently completed the Community Outdoor Sports Center. If you are visiting in June, check out Chief Victor Days in Victor, Montana, named after the Salish tribal chief. Take a minute to tour the Victor Museum and Grab a bite before you head north another 10 miles to Montana's first permanent settlement at Fort Owen and St. Mary's Mission in Stevensville.
Welcome to Historic St. Mary's Mission. This is the site where Montana began.
Mark your calendars for historic events in Stevensville, the Creamery Picnic and Western Heritage Days. From downtown Stevensville, look west and up for a spectacular view of the beautiful Bitterroot Range. Make sure to hike several trails to experience the true depth and height of the mountains. And always throw a line into the river at the many fishing accesses, or go for a swim yourself. The East Side Highway always makes a scenic, relaxing drive. You can head south all the way back to Hamilton through Corvallis, past the Daly Mansion, or continue north just 2 miles to the Lee Metcalf National Wildlife Refuge with walking trails and an interpretive center. 15 miles north, the East Side Highway joins Highway 93 again in Florence, the northernmost community in Ravalli County. Florence is about the center of the biking and walking trail, running north and south through the valley, and a great place to put in for a family float on the Bitterroot River. Now, as you are about to leave the valley, turn around and look south over the beautiful Bitterroot. Take a minute to think of the history, the beauty of the mountains literally growing out of your own backyard, and endless recreation for every season. From wildflowers to fishing and hunting trips, strolls along the river to climbing mountaintop ridges, bike trails, ski trails, motorcycle adventures, and helicopter rides over the mountains, to countless hours in a virtually endless wilderness. The Bitterroot is here for you and your dreams. Warm days and cool nights, mild winters, abundant wildlife, and beautiful scenery every day of the year. The beautiful Bitterroot has something for everyone. From river to ridge, you can always find your dreams in one of Montana's best places to call home. For a week or for a lifetime, the beautiful Bitterroot Valley.
The Apple Festival continues to carry on the heritage of the Bitterroot Valley. Today we have over 140 vendors that have brought their wares for our crowd to enjoy. Some early Christmas shopping going on here today. And then we have quite a bevy of items that the Blodgett Canyon Museum cooks specifically for this event. For instance, we have 700 apple pies, handcrafted. We picked the apples, we peeled the apples, we made the crust ourselves, and those are for sale over by the museum, along with the apple butter that's bubbling here behind me, which is also one of our most popular items. There's caramel apples, there's kebabs, there's every kind of apple item that you can think of is offered up here today.